All right, he is the Funk Master, Aljamain Sterling. We talk so much about the state of this 135-pound division, how it's never been stronger, and yet this guy's starting to distance himself from the pack a little bit. Outstanding grappler, and more often than not, he's going to have a big advantage in that war.
Yeah, that's one of the things that separates Aljamain, is that he's one of those guys that tells you what he's going to do, and then he goes and he does it. Nothing's more discouraging for a fighter than to know what you have to defend and still not be able to defend it. Aljamain Sterling is a beast. Now,
he did hint to us in the fighter meeting that he thought he could win this fight without chaining takedowns, so perhaps we'll see a strike-heavy approach here from Sterling early. We shall see. Aljamain Sterling, as usual, ready to battle as he tries to take home the title. Well, how good is this budding featherweight contender, if not future world champion, Movsar Evloev? He has passed every UFC test, largely with flying colors. Hasn't really shown anything resembling an MMA weakness. His appetite for knowledge is otherworldly. He is honing his skills every day at the American top team in South Florida. And if you can keep your O and win while you learn, as he did against Diego Lopez when he was challenged and threatened and nearly finished several times over, that's about as good as it gets. So Movsar Evloev spins it forward here tonight. Many people believe if he wins this fight, his next fight, if not for a world title, will at the very least be a title eliminator in a UFC main event. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buck.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Aljamain Funk Master Sterling. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the world, Movsar Evloev.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway. All right, so here's Aljamain Sterling. Hasn't necessarily been a fast starter in the UFC. There's no denying the toughness, the creativeness, his scrambling ability. You know about the wrestling acumen, but he uses his length very well. This is a hard guy to hit, and it looks like he'll be hard to hit here out of the chute tonight.
nice kick.
Man, they are trading early and often. Here we go.
Let's go. This is going to be a good fight. We knew it would. These guys are intent to make it happen. Oh!
Beautiful spinning kick lands.
Body shot.
I need you to pay attention. Protect
He's going to guillotine. You better protect your neck when you fight this guy because he's got the guillotine locked in. Nice, good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't...
Oh, huge elbow! Oh, huge ground strikes! Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Evloev. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Sterling getting absolutely worked from the top here on the wrong end of nearly all of these ground and pound strikes.
Great job changing the position and getting that reversal. Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure.
Beautiful transition.
You've got to start to get to the get-up process. Because everybody talks like you just get up, you don't. It's a process, right? You get to the underhook, you build to the elbow, then you start to gain height to get back to your feet.
Oh, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Sterling's got the full mount. Takes his back now. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Sterling. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Evloev's in half guard now. Continuing to work out of the half guard.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
5 minutes in the books.
Stop!
All right, sit down, buddy. Take a deep breath, buddy. All right, get him some water. Drink. Slow that heart rate down. All right, here we go.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the highlights from those previous 5 minutes, DC, and no padding, no glove on that foot.
No glove, no padding, and look at the hip action when he throws those kicks. He's not only kicking just for feel, he's really trying to damage his opponent, and as the fight goes longer, you will start to see it take an effect.
You ready to fight? You ready? Let's do it.
All right, round 2. Oh, how about the switch kick to the body? Oh, that is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Well, I'm no expert, but you can't work that patented ground and pound unless you get the fight to the canvas. He hasn't even attempted a takedown.
He has not even attempted a takedown. It is a far cry from what we have seen in his previous octagon appearances. Usually, he darts across the octagon and immediately starts to wrestle. Today, he is standing, he's striking. Maybe he wants to show off his newly developed striking skills.
Hard to win MMA fights off of your back, but these strikes are useful from the bottom. How do you get out of harm's way here?
I mean, you got to shove that knee, John.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Movsar Evloev. Just over 3 minutes now to go.
Now he's going full mount. He's got to be careful here.
Good work from the top here by Movsar Evloev. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes. All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, that swelling, folks, is not from sodium. That is from a serious ground and pound attack from his opponent.
Like that!
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Evloev. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd. No surprise.
I love it. I love all the grappling that was on display there, but fight fans want to see striking, and that's exactly what they're going to get as he finally makes his way back to his feet.
trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Round 3 next.
Hey, stop.
All right, take a seat, sit down, relax. Take a drink, slow that heart rate down. Listen, I want you to keep doing what you're doing. Focus on that.
All right, let's look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about just the efficiency when it comes to the ground and pound game?
He was able to throw at the right time, secure at the right time. He wasted no action. For me, this is the most exciting type of fight. A guy that is just dominating his opponent, really, truly putting the grind on his opponent from the top position.
You ready?
Round 3 of a possible 5. Well, we see this a lot, DC, but this instance, it's particularly surprising to see a wrestler on his level not attempt to change the level.
I don't understand it. You know, when you have that weapon, when you have that ability to take people to the ground, you have to use it. Even if it's to set up your striking, I don't understand why he is not trying to change his level, get to the hips, and get takedown. Big elbow.
Big left by Sterling.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Nicely done.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Evloev. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so they can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pounds with very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Sterling. All right, full guard here. Bottom fighter likes it. Top fighter figures to want to try. Sterling's looking for an armbar here. He is no one-trick pony. Oh, that's tight. He might get a finish here.
You need to work on his position.
Oh, he's out.
He actually escaped. Look, I gotta stop writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Sterling's tough as it gets, but that eye is downright nasty at this point in time. And you've got to wonder, given all the swelling, if that might even be a fractured orbital. Not good for Lem. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds.
All right, breathe and relax. That eye is swollen.
All right, so that round is in the books. Sterling's eye has looked a whole lot better, DC. We'll see what the cut man can do to sort of stem the tide with the swelling. But if he's not able to get it to come down, that eye could swell shut. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
But that'll do it! Wow! Wow!
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight.
right, the official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 7 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Movsar Evloev.
All right, so there he is, the still UFC featherweight champion of the world, and he really prioritized getting the finish here tonight, successfully defends the belt, and gets the knockout that he desired.
He's a great fighter. He is just everything you want a champion to be. He has great cardio, great pressure, great wrestling. He does everything right, and you understand why he's the UFC champion.